Hey, you're not sympathetic, man. Look at me.
Coming up on the Vanderpump Rules after show. Had like almost spiritual ambitions for that trip.
We were really busy.
I had to go through like my sock drawer.
I'm trying to figure out why you feel that no one else can do the job as a nanny.
I like not having to worry when I know she is taken care of perfectly by my mom because I know how my mom does things.
Crying? Yeah, let it out.
That moment was so powerful for me.
We just said, hi.
Is this a joke?
No, Graham is ours now.
Were you a little worried Graham was gonna show you a suspicious amount of affection? Way cool.
The Vanderpump Rules after show starts right now.
You two didn't go on the trip to Tahoe with Tom Sandoval.
Dude,
We were really busy.
I had to go through like my sock drawer.
And if we weren't, we were gonna make ourselves busy.
Listen, when did Tom Schwartz ever plan a trip in his life?
Never.
Never.
I'm not even sure Tom Schwartz thinks it's a good idea that he's trying to bring everyone together. I think he just is such a people pleaser that he doesn't want to leave anyone out.
As I get older, I'm more sentimental and had like almost spiritual ambitions for that trip, you know? I just was so looking forward to going up there, not getting the band back together, but just an initial.
I mean, the comparison to like, you know, you get a new cat and you already have a cat. You just got to kind of put them in the same room together.
I don't have a lot of free time as it is. I'm not gonna take the free time. I've been on one trip in this entire year, and I'm not gonna take another trip to go hang out with the Toms.
I mean, obviously, it makes sense they skipped the trip. I would have skipped the trip if you didn't go. There was no way I was going if you weren't going.
I would have definitely skipped the trip if I were either of them.
Yeah.
I understood why Schwartzy was a little confused because he was like, well, you share a house in LA. Why could you share a house in Tahoe?
It was already a no, but then the house of it all like really pushed it.
Like if I
over
wanted
the
to
edge.
share a house with my ex, I'll stay home.
I do think if they came, though, Sandoval was going to stay in a hotel. He wasn't going to stay in the same house if they did come. That was what I was told.
I legit went for the lake.
Yeah.
It
Be on a
was
boat.
so worth it.
So nice.
It was stunning.
They missed out. They missed out. I was bummed out that Ariana and Katie didn't go. I wish they would have.
Honestly, I'm not bummed out that they didn't go
think
because
the
the
more the
place
merrier.
was so stunning that I would want them to go and experience it feeling like free.
There's no reason that they couldn't, though, maybe, no?
Well, I'm into energy, and clearly I think the energy would have thrown them off. And it's such
Right,
like, there's
right.
something so
I had to
zen
put
and
myself in other
spiritual
people's
about
shoes,
that
yeah.
lake.
Yeah.
You don't want to feel uptight.
You know what?
No.
I think that they made the right decision
For themselves and for the group.
Yeah, the trip
You know?
was great. The trip was like a success, I think. And like, if someone told me I was going to go on a trip with Sandoval to Lake Tahoe and we were going to be staying in the same house, like, I would literally have laughed. Been like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I was excited for at least just being in proximity.
That's all I wanted. Tahoe is a very serene place for me. I love it up there. And I thought it'd be a nice, peaceful setting for everyone to maybe breathe in the same air.
The
Just
boulders
being-
there are too big to throw at people, so
It's a dead joke. You're back.
back.
How are you guys both feeling going into the trip?
I felt delicate, but
Delicate.
optimistic. When we were in the airport waiting to board our flight, I think that was the first time anyone in that group had actually acknowledged Tom as a human being since the affair. And I think he was super touched by it.
Yeah.
I think he cried.
Get a little humanity from the gang, huh?
Jesus.
You haven't got much of that in the past 5 months, eh?
No, man. I haven't.
Yeah. Crying? Yeah, let it out. Let it out. Are you getting emotional?
Yeah, dude, sorry.
What's making you emotional?
No, I just like that. That moment was so powerful for me. Like, it was so needed.
We just said, hi.
Literally.
Instead of like ignoring his presence when he's 5 feet in front of us, I was like, we're all gonna be staying in the same house in a few hours. We just say, hi.
Just the casualness, the way that Sheena like was like, "Hey, we're over here." Like it was something that I never thought I would ever hear again. You know, in such a casual way, like such a like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, yeah, hey, we're over here. I was like, are you talking to me?
You had leprosy up until that moment.
Yeah.
Well, you were banished.
Yeah.
We acknowledged he existed.
Yeah, and that was enough for him to cry and call Lisa, I guess.
I just wasn't prepared for that. Like, I don't know. Something I didn't see coming. But yeah, it's something I'll never forget.
When he got on the plane, I gave him a look like he was that like kid on the school bus, like the nerdy kid that's like, you're not.
Oh, so you're a bully, is what you're saying?
Oh no, it was just like I didn't give him a hello yet. I'll just say that much. That's not very nice. No, I just saw him get on. I was like, get in the back of the plane. Go sit by the toilet.
What was the first thing that went through your mind when you saw Graham?
I was like, oh shit, I gotta talk to Rachel like immediately. This is like really bad.
Wow. You joking? Is this a joke?
No, Graham is ours now.
The last time I saw Graham was when I visited Rachel in Arizona.
Were you a little worried that Graham was gonna show you a suspicious amount of affection? Very cool.
I remember seeing a picture online.
Yeah, we were like, whose dog is that? Like, who, like,
Yeah.
why do they have a random dog with them? And we're like, is that, it looked, could
Looked
that
like
be
him? But then he looked kind of different. Like his coloring was like kind of different.
He looked like smaller, almost.
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't tell. We're like, no way. Like, how would that be?
And then we were like, oh, did Lisa, because, you know, Lisa
Did Lisa get a new dog?
gets dogs all the time. Yeah, I thought like, oh, did she get a new dog and they're just like walking around or something? Like, that was crazy.
I'm a fan of the rebrand.
I'm thinking of renaming him Hippie of a
Fresh
tribute.
start, new energy.
Yeah.
The name Hippie is an homage to my late godfather George Michael's dog, Hippie. That was the dog that I would see growing up. He's been responding from Hippie a little bit.
I'm having a moment. This is a lot to process.
I like the new energy, same heart and soul, but just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sure.
Let's be honest, he was never a fucking graham cracker, was he? He's been Hippie.
Can I tell you something? I always thought that was the fucking stupidest name.
Right.
Graham cracker. I was
Right.
like, oh God. I felt like I was looking at someone's Pinterest board.
I love it.
Like, dead.
I think it was really fucking cute, actually. Some people, you know, on the outside looking in might think it was unnecessary or petty, but given the way everything is played out, you know, I don't think it was too late after a traumatic experience like that, ending up in the pound. Just like, let's just get a fresh start here, you know? A clean slate for Hippie.
Schwartz, you opened up about an insecurity in Tahoe.
It's weird because it's like I feel incapable, not incapable of love, but incapable of being in whatever a traditional relationship is. But at the same time, I don't want to be single.
I don't want to be single at 40.
Oh, I don't want to cry for it.
It's like, somehow feels like sad or pathetic, but this happens. I've seen it play out many times. I just never thought it would be me, you know? Kind of feel like a statistic.
Hey, you're not sad and pathetic, man. Look at me. Got going on here.
No, it just doesn't have a great ring to it. I feel like it's a red flag. But I think you get...
Not in LA.
Not in LA. No. Oh my God, most of my friends are 40 and single. Happy and thriving and successful, but I just never thought it would be me, I guess, you know? I don't know. I guess in that moment, it felt good. I guess it was a little cathartic. I think I was just bitter about my current living situation. Just such a Debbie Downer. Listen, it's not that bad of an apartment. It's fine. It's just
I
that
like it.
It's fine. It's just that it's literally the same amount as my mortgage. And I'm not building equity. It's not sexy. It screams bachelor. It screams a dude who just got a divorce. I guess that's my doing.
It screams to me like the first apartment after somebody moves out of the dorm.
That's funny. No, but it's like
You have the plans.
Only French.
Yeah. The thing is, like, obviously I have the means, like I have friends who do interior design for a modest price. I could make that place look really nice, but I was like, I don't want to get cozy here.
Yeah.
And Sandoval, you released some demons about Lala and James.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Scumbag and cheaters! One with a mustache! James Kennedy! Lala!
I think it was the way they were on the reunion. Like two barking dogs. You know, that just won't stop barking.
I want to thank everybody for being.
Pull yourself together, man.
James! I know I am taking accountability.
Go.
You are not.
I think you're
It just means there's you're a worm with a mustache.
Like, I think I literally said at one point on the reunion, like, can somebody get him a bark collar? Like, they'd be like, Tom, what'd you have for breakfast today? Well, I had, like, oh, God.
It was entertaining, but unfortunately.
Probably not for him.
No. Sorry. Listen, I got it too. I was just like this.